Hello, welcome to Pink Power Live. We are so excited for everybody to hop on and join our call tonight. I am Nikki Westerfield, Ruby Ambassador.
And I am Kara Flippin, Senior Ruby Ambassador. We have Emerald Ambassador Betsy Collard on our call tonight, and I am so excited for you guys to hear from her. I know the very first time that I heard her story, I was just so inspired, and I've been following her ever since. I was telling her before we got on, like I'm always stalking her Facebook, seeing what she's doing, and I just love her passion, and I really think that you guys are going to learn a lot from her tonight. So if you don't care, Betsy, just go ahead and start off by sharing a little bit about yourself and what Plexus has done for you and your family.
Wow, you guys, thank you so much. I'm very humbled by that, and honestly, I'm just taken back by the fact that you guys have had me on. So I appreciate that so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit about my journey. So in a nutshell, this is kind of elevator speech. May will be my fourth year. I've been an ambassador for 4 years, and I started out wanting to lose. I'm going to try to keep this very compliant, by the way. I'm really going to try. It may be a little difficult, but I'm going to really, really give it a good go. I started out wanting to lose a little bit of baby weight. And like most people, I started out for wholesale pricing. I wanted to get that best price. And I thought, well, maybe I could, get a few customers to offset my cost. Had no clue what I was doing, never did network marketing before. Um, I was clueless. I had no working upline. The closest upline I had was like 6 levels up. And
Oh,
I had the little bitty old school success guide. That was it. And a prayer. We didn't have the cool little snazzy ones that everybody has now. Like those are amazing. I'm so thankful for those. But so I really, I just started sharing on Facebook and just kind of not having a clue what I was doing. And I would really like to go back to that and see what I actually said. I'm looking forward to my time hop next month to see if it'll show me 4 years ago. Can you guys hear me still, or am I breaking up again? I just want to be sure.
You're doing
you're
good.
good. You're
Yes.
good.
Am I? I'm good? Okay. Sorry, I just sure because y'all were freezing up on me. So I just started posting on Facebook. I started getting some people, and it just kind of all took off from there. Within 3 months, I was able to quit my job to be a stay-at-home mom, which is an answer to prayer. A little bit about my health testimony and I'll business testimony in just a second, but I actually, for as long as I can remember, struggled with overwhelming emotions, really tense feelings, and like a dark cloud was hanging over my head pretty much my whole entire life. And I would have extreme discomfort in my head a lot. Keep it super compliant. And after I started Plexus and I started getting into the gut health and getting my blood sugar at a more healthy level, those overwhelming emotions started to go away, and the tense feelings that I always had started going away. And I can tell you that I have never felt better than I have felt now, that I feel now. I have 3 kids, 5 and under. So to say that I feel energized at the end of the day with 3 kids under 5 speaks volumes. The products have truly changed my life. I'm so thankful. I'll be forever grateful, and I promise you I will not ever not have my Plexus products. As far as the business goes, you guys, it's been a game changer for us and our family. And I'm sure you ladies understand that. It was a game changer for me just to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, just to be able to watch my kids grow up crawling or walking or saying the first words. That's a really big deal for me. And to be able to stay home and look at their smiling faces and, watch them grow up and not have to drop them off somewhere else is a blessing from God, and I'm just so thankful. So now I'm actually an Emerald Ambassador, and that comes with quite a few perks that I am so excited for you ladies to have very soon. I am now earning about 7 times more than I did working outside of the home, and I am really excited. I
Did she cut out on you too? Oh,
I think she's coming back.
sorry guys, just a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll jump right back in.
I love her story. She's talking about being a stay-at-home mom because me and you both get to experience that, and I love it. I'm
I
the
know.
same way. I don't know what I would have done if I could not have seen like my two kids' first word and first walk. And I actually, when I babysat, I actually witnessed a kid that I babysat's first walking, and like I remember the mom like crying when she came and picked him up, and I'm like I could not even imagine.
I know. I know I didn't really miss a bunch of things with Grace, but I do remember having to like take her to the babysitter and stuff like that because I didn't have Plexus when I first had. That's what I was like so upset about, like just
Yes,
not being able to be there for her. Like, I don't know, being a mom is such a great joy, and just being able to
it
stay
is.
with them is
And being
huge.
able to stay at home is just so amazing. We're all so blessed.
Am I back, you guys?
Yes,
Yes, you're back. Woohoo!
Sorry, I live in a little bitty town and our internet is not that amazing. I'm sorry about
You're
that.
fine.
So, to make a super long story short, I am just thrilled to be an ambassador. Even if I wasn't Emerald, I'd be thrilled. But being Emerald on my way to Sapphire is extremely exciting. It represents a lot of lives changed. And to be honest with you, the car is amazing. The trips are amazing. But my very, very favorite part about everything, and this is the God's honest truth, is being able to motivate, inspire, encourage. And I love, love, love team building. I love pouring into people. I love seeing other people succeed. That's my passion. That's what I thrive on. So none of the other things are what I thrive on, although those are great perks and it's a reward. It's a blessing and it's a reward that's very generous, but that's not what I thrive on. It's stuff like this. This is my wheelhouse. I love to do this. So thank you guys so much.
That is
Thank
awesome.
you.
I know what you mean, like just for me, like seeing my team accomplish some of the things that I've been able to accomplish is like a feeling like none other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so I know that you were stuck in your business for quite some time. Can you share with us what you did to turn things around for yourself?
Sure, I'd love to. So I have a few notes. So if I look down, that's what I'm doing because I went back and, kind of made some notes. I have to tell you guys, I made it to Senior Ruby. It took me 2 years to get to Senior Ruby. So I made it there and I thought that was it. Like I'm going straight to Emerald. I'm super pumped. Like, woo, I made it. I was like doing the happy dance. I was so excited. I get to Senior Ruby, and I hit boom, the biggest wall ever. It was just like it flung me back so far. I couldn't even think straight. I I went to I think it was Senior Ruby in July. By December, I had gone back to Senior Gold points, and I was devastated. I was like in a backward spiral, and I couldn't stop it. I had nobody could tell me how to stop it. And I didn't know what to do. So the one thing I didn't know to do, I was just like, I had to pray. Like, okay, God, like, what am I going to do? And I was at a crossroads, and a lot of people come to a crossroads in their businesses, and I had to make a decision. Was I going to quit, throw away the 2.5 years that I've invested into this and the emotions and the excitement and the everything that I've invested? Am I just going to walk away from this because I hit a wall? Or am I going to dig really deep and figure out what the wall means in my life and overcome that wall? So we always talk about drawing our line in the sand. Well, I have to tell you, ladies, that not only did I draw a line in the sand, but I dug a moat around myself. A moat that was so huge that I could get in one of those little boats in Italy and like paddle through that sucker. It was a major line. It wasn't just a line. And so that's the first thing I did was I made a quality decision. I dug a moat in the sand and I decided to truly go all in 500%. I decided that I didn't care what it took if I had to and work 24 hours a day till I got to Maui by July, then I was going to do it. Like, I was all in. I was tired of not hitting my goal. And so I wanted to go Emerald by July 31st. I was going to Maui. It was happening. I would do anything that was legal to get there. And so I started setting specific goals. I set daily goals, weekly goals, and monthly goals. I did that for myself and for my team. So I have personal goals, then I have team goals. And so I would set specific goals. And some of those goals included income producing activities, what I had to do every day in order to reach my goals. So I had the amount of people that I would reach out to each day, how many follow-ups I would do each day, what my goals were as to how many personal ambassadors I wanted to sponsor in that month, how many in my team did I want to sponsor. So I want to tell you a little funny fact about that. I was senior Ruby rank, but senior gold points, and in the month of December, when I hit that crossroads, we only welcomed 2 ambassadors on our team that month, okay? 2. That's like, I have people that are silver that are have more than 2 every month. So that's how backwards we had gone. So it's kind of funny when you think about it. You're like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. So that anybody can come out of whatever they're in right now. I just want anyone to know that. So I made these goals, and I wrote the goals down. I had the goals posted everywhere. I'm in my office right now, and I don't have my wall anymore, but because we're about to move. But I had my wall covered in affirmations. I have my wall covered in goals. You can actually see that in a video that I have on my YouTube channel. And so we have these specific measurable goals, and I knew exactly what I had to do to get to those goals. The next thing I did is that I locked arms with the last few men standing on my team that I knew were at least 40% interested in the business. I basically had to start over, y'all. I had to start over and rethink my plan and figure out where were the leaks in my pipeline. What was I missing? There were things that were missing that I had to dig deep and figure out. So I went back. I locked arms with a few people that were still standing. I said, okay, we're going to do this. I taught them about three-way chats. I started majorly implementing three-way chats with my team, and literally just got to work, you guys. Started reaching out to people, following up. I went into massive recruitment mode. I was sponsoring like 8 people a month myself, and I just started flipping those to silver, and they would get people that would get people, and so it just started growing that way. See, three-way welcome calls. That was huge for us. When I got the three-way welcome call, I totally started implementing those, and that was a huge deal for us. Being sure that everybody got plugged in, whether they're just wholesale ambassadors or whether they're people that are wanting to work the business. That's been a huge game changer for my team, is welcome calls, three-way welcome calls. And I want to disclaim this. I didn't come up with some of these ideas. These were borrowed ideas from some other people in the business that have gone before us. So that's what I love about One Plexus, is we all glean from one another. I'm just really good at learning from others and plugging that into my team. And then the last thing is I'll talk about is just hard work, y'all. When I said that I dug a moat, and I just started getting to work. You know, I started doing what
Are you back on? It's muted.
I think she's having some issues.
Yeah. It said
She'll
that.
probably get back.
Okay, I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You go.
Y'all, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No, it is totally fine. We've been there.
I don't know why I'm having these technical difficulties, but okay. So can you guys see me? Because I can only see a picture of myself.
We can see the picture, but that's okay.
Okay, I don't know. I think it may come in. Hopefully it'll it'll come to us. Okay. So those are a few of my tips about how I got unstuck. I could go on and on and on, but I just want to kind of leave that right there, that those are my biggest things that helped me.
I like the next question that we had for you was how important are goals to you, and I feel like you made that very, very clear. That's been like a really big thing in your business. And I know, just for everybody out here watching, like whenever I saw her video on affirmations and goals is whenever I thought, like, I better start taking this seriously. And when I really started changing things in my business. But do you care to share, like, I'm surely, like, you're working so hard, like, what did you do on days that you were just having, like, a really bad day? Or did you have those, or were you just so, like, mindset, you know what I mean? Like,
that's so sweet. I absolutely had bad days. I had days that I was exhausted. I had days where I just was just like, have nothing left to give. I have to be quite honest. But on those days, I focused on my goals. I focused on the end result. I saw myself with my sand in the toes, with my toes in the sand, my not sand in the toes, but my toes in the sand, listening to the waves crash. Literally, I would smell suntan lotion on me, and I would think about Maui, like literally, and I would say, you know what, I can give just a little bit more. I can do this. I can do one more welcome call. I can do one more three-way chat. Because at the time, keep in mind, I was rebuilding, so I was doing the majority of the work on my own. I had to really dig deep, you guys. I had to put on my big girl panties and get to work. I mean, let's just be honest. Well, anyway, I don't have big girl panties anymore, but I will tell you that that's just like a good terminology for it. So yeah, it was grinding it out and just staying focused. And yes, goals are extremely important. I'm very passionate about having goals.
And obviously, it's paid off for you. You reached your goal by July, and that you had, and now you're on your way to Sapphire and Diamond shortly after that, I'm sure.
That's so exciting.
That's my goal. Absolutely. My goal is.
What are some things that you do to help your newbies get to silver?
Okay. So, getting to silver, well, that all starts for our team with a welcome call. And so when we do our three-way welcome calls with a new ambassador, whether that's just somebody that wants the wholesale pricing or whether that's somebody that wants to jump in right away with the business, we always talk about going silver. We always talk about getting their 3 people to help them pay for their products. If it's somebody that jumps right in and wants to work the business, I immediately take them under my wing and tell them that we're going to get them silver in 7 days. I used to talk about getting to silver in the first 30 days, but now I talk about getting to silver in 7 days. And we've moved on to really implementing a lot of fast start gold. So basically, I just tell them we're getting you to silver in 7 days. And so I start talking to them about who can they talk to in their warm market. One of my good friends, Amy Paul, she's Hawaii's first Emerald Ambassador. She taught me something that's really cool. We do these mini Zooms where people will get 3 to 5 of their friends or family on a live Zoom with me, and I'll actually share with them a little bit about my health testimony, my business testimony, about the 5-4, the triplex, and the X Factor, and then allow them to ask me some questions. It's about 25 minutes. It's a very, very good time. And we've had almost 100% sign-on rate from those. So those are really, really cool, and they've been a game changer for us. I also teach my new ambassador about 3-way chats, about how to post on Facebook. So I teach them the importance of not sharing a lot about Plexus with their people before they get them on a 3-way chat with me. And I train them on what to say and how to get me on. And then the people that trust me to do that and they actually listen to me, those are the ones who do really, really good. We do sip and see sometimes. so that's basically it. It's all about the belief, you guys. If you can have the confidence to tell somebody that I'm going to help you get to silver in 7 days, and you just tell them that, and then you lock arms with them, then they're going to believe it too. But you have to believe it for them, and basically just tell them, we're getting you to silver in 7 days. And then go for it with them, and then show them how to do it. So
belief, I can't agree with you more. Whenever you can help build that belief, that's what makes people unstoppable. And I'm like, if I'm looking down, I'm just like taking notes on my phone. So just so you know. So if I remember this correctly, I think that you had told me that you grew by 500 points the month before you hit Emerald. So what are some things that you did to get that final push?
So just a few things that helped us was obviously teamwork. um, Man, we all know that teamwork makes the dream work, and I don't say that lightly, and we're nothing without our teams. And it was definitely just, I feel like my team really rallied behind me and loved me and encouraged me. I feel like I had invested some time in them, and they wanted to invest time back into me. And it was just like, it was a teamwork thing. There was a lot of excitement. It was a team win. You know, I always feel like my promotions are my team's promotions, and that they say that a rising tide raises all ships. And so if my tide's raising, then my team's tides are going to be raising too. And so I feel like they take that extremely seriously and personally. And so they know that as I rank up, then they're ranking up too, essentially. And so it's definitely a teamwork thing, creating that excitement, creating that momentum, getting your team rallied behind you, and really just working hard, making that final push. And if I had to tell you one piece of advice, and this is kind of so crazy, but I would say, don't push too hard to make that next jump. If it takes you one more month to go into it a little bit smoother, then that one extra month. We pushed really, really, really hard for that promotion, and I'm so thankful that we did. But I definitely feel like I hit a wall after that. So my next promotion, I'm going into it more smoothly, and I'm going to go into it more organically, and just if that makes sense to you guys. So it's all about the excitement, the teamwork, the camaraderie, and just really loving on your team, appreciating them, recognizing them, because really, after all, we're nothing without our teams, and they truly are what the backbones to our businesses. And so really helping them to promote, getting behind them, rallying behind them to promote and make that next promotion. I love nothing more than to see my team members promote. That's my favorite thing, playing it. So those are just a few things that may help us out.
I love all that. And I love the atmosphere that it sounds like you have, like with your team, just the connection and stuff like that. And my team is an amazing team too, so I'm not trying to say that they're not. We have a great relationship as well, but I just love how you're portraying everything. So
Yes, and I definitely love that you're saying like go into it smoothly. I can see where that would be beneficial, because just like I say with customers, like sometimes we can be so like pushy that we almost push people away. And I love, like, sometimes taking your time with stuff just works out so much better. And I think that my business has kind of been like that as well.
Right. Nothing wrong with getting that. Nothing wrong with rallying. But if you're going to rally the month. If you're going to really, this is just my opinion from my experience, but my whole deal is make sure to plan a month in advance. If you're wanting to hit that emerald rank by July, make sure you get the majority of your new people in June. So you're not having to flip a million people come July. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that at all. So I know a lot of people did it. I did it. But if I had to change one thing, I would definitely go into it a little bit more smoothly. So that's just kind of me being vulnerable with you guys.
I know with Nikki's last rank advancement, she during the month of November, we had that November to Remember contest, and she worked her tail off and sponsored a ton of people, and so did a lot of her team. They sponsored a lot of people. Well, then December rolls around, and like she's not paying attention to anything going on. She's celebrating Christmas with her family, and like all of a sudden she's Ruby, and she's like, "Where did this come from?" Like November.
True story.
Came from.
So true.
That's awesome, you guys. And I know that you both work really hard, and you're definitely going to be Joel's moon. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to Kona.
Yes. So do you feel like personal development can make or break your business?
Oh, absolutely. I'm very passionate about this topic. It's a make or breaker. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. One of the things that John Maxwell says is it's not who you are that matters. It's not who you are that matters. You are who you think you are that matters. If I'm saying that correctly, I'm kind of butchering that, but it's all about mindset. And when I told, I hit another wall. You can either make the choice to run from the wall or put on your strap up your boots and throw a rope over that wall and climb up the wall. And I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter by nature. Like, not like physical fighting, but I'm like that kind of person. I face a challenge, and it may scare me, and I may cry, and I may throw a fit about it and feel sorry for myself for a little while. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, the only option is to overcome, right? And so I started doing some soul searching and some digging and trying to figure out why I kept hitting these walls. I'd get so far, and then I'd regress, and then I'd get so far, and then I'd regress. And so I really prayed about it, and the Lord showed me that my mindset was not good. I thought negative thoughts about myself. I said negative things about myself. I didn't believe in myself. I made it to Emerald not really believing in myself, you guys. I made it to Emerald basically for really hard work, and there's nothing wrong with that. But God wanted to show me something so much greater that would change my life, not just my business, but my whole entire life. So I started working on my mindset. I got some really good books. I actually attended a church women's night, and Dr. Caroline Leaf was there. And I don't know if you ladies have heard of her, but she has this book called Switch on Your Brain, and it's all about our thought process and how we can change it. God has given us the ability to do so. And so I started really diving into that, and then I started doing some one-on-one coaching with Sonia Dudley, who's a really good friend of mine, and she's also a mentor of mine, and she started helping me with affirmations. So I started going through this amazing life change that I never would have gone through had I not hit this wall with my business. So God used this part of my business to cause me to go into major self-development mode. And I'm kind of going here because this is the biggest part of self-development for me. I started retraining my brain. I started erasing and replacing. I started erasing the negative thoughts, erasing the limited beliefs about myself and the negative thought and the not valuing myself and the insecurities and all that stuff. And I started replacing those things with positive affirmations and with things that were specific to what I needed to change. And I'm still doing it. I would say I've been going through this process for a good, last July, since August. And I have to tell you guys that I've read so many self-development books and network marketing. I've been to lots of conferences. I've been to network marketing conference. I've been to the trainings. I've been to everything, and those are all great. But this has been the game changer for me. This has been what has revolutionized my whole entire life and what's going to continue to change my life for days to come. I started getting my mind right, started believing in myself again, started knowing that I could do this because God has called me to be successful, starting to see myself as chosen in God and that He truly loved me and that He wants the best for me. And I started speaking things over my life that my mind needed to hear, that it needed to be reprogrammed with. And I have to tell you guys that it has been the most amazing season of my life ever. Um, and I'm just so excited because not only is this something that's helped me, but God's given me an opportunity.
Oh no.
Aw.
Oh, here she is again. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Most technical difficulties ever. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
So
God is
I'll
giving you the
finish
opportunity.
up.
What?
What'd you say?
I said I was just picking up where you left off. I was so into what you're saying. God's given you the opportunity to
He's
what?
given me the opportunity to share this with others. You know, I'm in process just like everyone else, so I'm not saying that I've arrived, but I have new affirmations that I'm using all the. If I see a need in my life, there's a new affirmation for that. You know, and I don't. You know, I could dive into that over and over again, but the two books that have truly helped me is Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf, and then another book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Homestetter that Sonia actually recommended to me. And it has just changed my life. And I'm so thankful. So personal growth is crucial. But I will tell you this. You could read every self-development book under the sun, every John Maxwell book under the sun. But if your mindset isn't right and you truly can't receive it and you truly don't value yourself or believe in yourself, you're going to have a limited, you're not going to be able to really get the full benefit of those books. And you're basically just going to have a lot of knowledge stored up that isn't able to fully be able to be used in your life. So, yes, personal growth is huge. Please invest in yourself because your business can only grow as much as you grow. So, hope that answers your question.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I love that.
I love how God works for me anyway, and He's like always just brings the same things up over and over again until like finally it clicks. And then she just mentioned about, how she felt like she's chosen, and like that's something my husband and I got in a big conversation about the other day about being, chosen by God, and my pastor was talking about being called or being chosen, and it's just, I like all the confirmation.
Yes, absolutely, for sure.
So for all the people that are listening that would love to be Emerald one day, which you kind of went into this as well, but they do lack belief in themselves, what is the one piece of advice that you would give them?
Well, I think I'll go back to the mindset thing. Really invest in getting your mindset right. Really invest in believing in yourself because I didn't make this slogan up, but I've heard that it's mindset over skill set. Skills are great and they're important, but mindset is even bigger and it's even greater, and it'll be something that not only benefits your business but something that benefits you for the rest of your entire life as a parent, as a spouse, as a leader. It's truly all about belief, you guys, and not just belief in our company, not just belief in our products. That's great, that's easy to believe in, right, because we have the best, but it's about believing in yourself and being able to truly know that you are amazing and that God has a true purpose for you and He really does want you to be successful. So I really have to tell you that my biggest piece of advice ever would be to truly dive into this part of your life and really, really invest in believing in who you are. So that would be it, literally, that in a nutshell.
Ryan Kent shared this at a meeting that I was at recently, and there are so many people that I hear that have saying, they really feel like God has given them plexus, and then sometimes coming along with that, just they feel like just because he's given it to him that he's going to make it all happen for them sometimes without really having to do what you said and overcome some of the obstacles and be able. And he made a great example. He's like, God gave his son Christ to everybody, but some people still deny him. And it's going to be the same thing with this opportunity. Like, he's going to give it to so many people, but some people are still going to miss it because they're not going to know how to work for it, overcome the obstacles. And I love that. Just investing in yourself and figuring out how to overcome them, because this is a blessing from God for so many of us. And he does want to, I mean, for me, it has totally strengthened my relationship with him and my beliefs, and I don't know, just it's been a spiritual journey like I could never imagine, and I know it has for a lot of other people as well. So I love it. But thank you.
Absolutely. I feel the same way.
Thank you so much for being on here with us tonight and sharing your
Yes,
advice and being
thank you.
vulnerable. I've been so excited to hear from you.
Yes, you did amazing. I learned so much myself. I'm like gonna rewatch this video for sure.
I know I've been taking notes over here.
Yeah, me too.
But
You guys, I really am humbled to be on this. Thank you for having me. I'm really sorry about
Oh,
difficulties. I really am. But it's
that's
an
okay.
honor and a blessing. So thank you for reaching out to me, and I'm really, really excited to see you ladies in Kona in September.
yes, I will see you there this year. And
Absolutely.
then in what, June? We're so close. I cannot wait.
I know. I can't wait to see you ladies in June in Vegas. So make sure that we connect, okay?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I'll let you get back to your family, and I hope you just have an incredible night. And thank you again.
Thank you so much, Betsy. Have a good night.
Bye. My pleasure, you guys. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.